Welcome back. It's the Woogity Bros podcast. We out here. We've been away for a grip. We're back at it. I'm Steve. We got Joey here.
What's up, everybody?
We got Johnny here.
Scare you.
And we had some stuff happening last night. Let's jump right into it here. What happened last night, John?
Fucking Super Bowl, bitch. Everybody know it.
Everybody.
Chiefs won. Let's go. Fuck the Niners. Fuck Brock Purdy. That dude's a bitch. Fuck him. He's Eli Manning reincarnated.
All right. Hold on to the takes a little bit.
Everything he does, his mannerisms, the way his stupid fucking dumb look on his face, the way he just throws the ball where he doesn't even know where he's really looking. Where he's just like, here we go. Like, there it goes. Who knows where it's going? I don't even think he knows where it's going half the time.
So, for those living under a rock, last night was the Super Bowl. We had the Chiefs facing the 49ers. It was a battle to the end. A defensive battle, which no one really expected. And we had the Chiefs come out on top 25-22. Joe, what do you think about that Super Bowl last night?
Stupid.
I
mean, I was fine with the game up until the very end. As long as the 49ers won, I was fine. But nope, the Chiefs had to win, and fuck that. It's just fucking stupid. Fuck the Chiefs. I'm so over the Chiefs. The fact that John can sit here and be happy for them, it hurts so much. Like, a part of me, on the inside, has died. Like, I don't understand how you can support the Chiefs, bro. Like, as a Patriots fan, I don't know how you can support the Chiefs. As a man who doesn't live in Kansas City, I don't know how you can support the Chiefs. Unless you're some 10-year-old child who just loves Patrick Mahomes, I don't see how you can support the Chiefs.
I just really don't like the 49ers. I don't like the 49ers insane. More than I don't like the Chiefs.
No. The Chiefs are so unlikable. The only reason I would not like the 49ers is because they built their team the way that I hate teams building their team. Like, they have the highest paid player at almost every important position. They have the highest paid running back. They have except for quarterback. They have one of the highest paid defensive ends, highest paid corners, highest paid offensive linemen, one of the highest paid tight ends. What?
And they're really good too. Like, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I know. It's for me. It's not like a sustainable thing. They just kind of go all in and then they destroy the rest of the team. Now, the Chiefs did that for a season or two. They did that with Tyreek Hill, and they traded him. They didn't want to pay him. The Rams did that. They got one Super Bowl out of it, which kudos to them. But now the whole team.
Kansas City drafted all their guys. Who did they bring in?
CMC.
Kansas City?
No,
Kansas
City.
Kansas City. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they drafted all their guys.
I'm not talking about Kansas City. I'm talking about the 49ers. That was the only reason why I would hate the 49ers. I mean, I hate the Chiefs because I can't stand Patrick Mahomes anymore. He's gotten too ridiculous. And Travis Kelce is just obnoxious. His brother's cool. His brother's the man, but he is obnoxious.
Yep.
If anything, it's more impressive that Kansas City won back-to-back Super Bowls after Tyreek Hill leaves.
Yeah.
No. Who's he throwing to other than Tyreek Hill?
He's got Rice. He's got Kelce. Rice is a stud this year.
No, I said it outside of Kelce. So just Rice, who came on way late in the year.
Valdez-Scantling.
He's a bum.
Who they have? Wilson caught 2 touchdowns. Is that what it is? Wilson?
Him and Tony are bums.
Tony got scratched, right? He got scratched before the game.
Yeah, he's a bum.
Yeah.
I don't see how you can like him.
Yeah, there's no reason to like the Chiefs.
Yeah. Even if I wanted to like the Chiefs, once it became like the Kansas City Taylor Swifts, I was over it. Like, I was so done with that team at that point. I was like, I can't even try to get behind you guys because it's just Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. Like, no, I'm over that. I don't care about Patrick Mahomes sounding like Kermit the fucking Frog. I don't care about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce dating. Like, the only thing I like about the Chiefs is Andy Reid.
Yeah, I like Andy Reid. I like him getting his.
He just seems like a nice guy. He just genuinely seems like a good guy. Like I could sit down and have a beer with Andy Reid and enjoy myself. But nothing else about that team is
Yeah, they
likable.
asked him last year, what is he going to do to celebrate winning the Super Bowl? And his response was, "Get a big ass cheeseburger."
Yeah.
That's likable.
Yeah.
That's a guy's
That's
guy.
just that's a people's guy right there. That's just anybody like can fuck with Andy Reid. But
Yeah.
outside of that, fuck the Chiefs. I was so heartbroken by watching growing up, like the 49ers was my team, like as a kid, before I even like really got into the Patriots or like football. Like I loved Steve Young. There was just something about the 49ers. I had tons of 49ers gear for no reason. Like I just fucked with the team. And so like it was like it made it easy for me to root for them like later on in my life. But man, like I was so heartbroken that I wore all black today, like to work. Like head to toe black, black shoes, black socks, black pants, black shirt, black vest, all of that shit. Like a part of me died inside. I felt like a piece of me died watching the Chiefs win and beat the 49ers. Like my soul was hurt. I was in mourning today, man. Like understand, like I was hurting.
Yeah.
Hurting.
It was a funeral.
Yeah. Like it was brutal. Breaks my heart.
What did you guys think of the 49ers decision to stop running the ball in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it's because they're stupid.
Yeah, they're dumb.
It's the stupid Kyle Shanahan. I'm just gonna throw myself out of these games, and that's exactly what they did.
The whole first half, they controlled the tempo. That's the reason why they went up so big in the 10 points. But they went up 10 points. They controlled the tempo the entire first half. They had, I think, 4 or 5 minutes extra with time of possession. The Chiefs couldn't get anything going. And then in the second half, they're like, we're just going to chuck it with our second year 199th draft pick.
I mean, yeah. They definitely dropped the ball, no pun intended.
Yeah,
I think I think the thing that like makes it worse is their decision in overtime. Like given the new overtime rules, the fact that they chose to receive first. And like I've seen some articles out now saying that like they didn't even talk about like the overtime plan. Like they didn't really acknowledge the fact that there was a difference in the rules like in prepping for this game. Which I mean, on one side I get it. Like there's a part of me that's like okay, cool, y'all are like that confident. You like we're gonna win this in regulation. But at the same time, it's like you have to make sure you're prepared for every single possibility. Like if it goes overtime, like what's our strategy? But like the fact that like they allowed themselves to get in a situation where if they don't kick if they don't score at all, they're screwed. Like I was glad they kicked a field goal when they like at the end of that possession, only because at least it put some type of points on the board. And you weren't just solely relying on the defense stopping them outside of field goal range. You know what I mean? Like it gave them like a little bit of a safety net. Like, hey, we just now need let's keep them out of field goal range. But if nothing else, let's just keep them out of the end zone, force them to kick a field goal, and then we can get the ball back. This is the only reason I was okay with them kicking the field goal.
Kansas City was rolling at that point. Like you had to get a touchdown.
Yeah, ideally you need a touchdown.
I was critical of them not going for it on fourth down. You know, you got to go for it. You got to go. It's the Super Bowl. You got to go for it all. You're on the fucking 10-yard line. You know, it's 1st and 4.
But that would make the win that much easier for Kansas City. Think about who they had. Like they got Bucker. Like he can boot it, bro. I mean, the 3 longest field goals in Super Bowl history were all kicked last night.
Yeah,
like in that game. You know what I mean? You got 2 guys that can boot it. So like if they don't figure if they don't kick that field goal and go for the touchdown and they don't convert, Kansas City marches down the field. All they got to do is get to like the 40, the 45.
Yeah.
You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
Like you're giving their offense a break by saying, "Hey, like if you want to try to score a touchdown, go for it. But if you just get this far, like you'll probably win the game. At least kicking the field goal. That's what I'm saying. Like it forced them to like try to score, and then hey, like as long as we keep them out,
Actually,
thumbs up.
how about Mike Shanahan being a bum? Not Mike Shanahan, his son Kyle. Kyle Shanahan being a bum.
I mean,
He is a bum.
Two Super Bowls lost to Kansas City, and he was the offensive coordinator for Atlanta. Let's not forget this. He was the offensive coordinator for Atlanta when Tom Brady ripped their heart out.
28-3.
28-3.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All you gotta do is run the ball.
All you got to do is run the ball.
Would have walked
All you
out of
gotta
there,
do.
would have win.
You know, and it's funny, like all this talk about him being an offensive genius, and he couldn't get it going at all in the second half. Like you didn't have plays in your back pocket to get 4 yards. You didn't have screen plays in your back pocket. Come on now, dude. They should have been running screens left and right in the second half. You have CMC on your team. He breaks tackles like no one.
He didn't have a good game.
He had a decent game.
He only ran like 50-something yards.
He had 80 yards rushing, 80 yards receiving on 8 catches with a receiving touchdown.
Okay, well, on the ground, he didn't do that well.
He had 160 total yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
160 yards in the touchdown. Trash.
John's like, this is bullshit. That's
On
nothing.
the ground, he didn't do that well.
80 and 80, bro?
On the ground, running the ball, he did not do that well.
80?
Yeah, 80 yards. What was his yards per attempt?
3.6.
Yeah. Okay,
There
yeah,
you
I'll
go.
get that. Yep.
It's not good.
He got stuffed like a couple of times. He had that
And he
like
fumbled. And he fumbled.
he fumbled on the opening drive, yeah. But so did Pacheco.
Yeah, I mean, San Francisco's defense responded big after that fumble. They were like, look, guys, like, we got you. We're going to get this back because that was a quick 3-and-out.
Pacheco had like he had 3.3 yards a carry, rushed for 50 yards.
Yeah, but that's a little bit more like on par, I guess you could say, for Pacheco. Like it's still a decent game. Whereas, I mean, for CMC, to John's point, like it's mediocre. which is crazy to say that like 80 yards rushing, 3.5, you know what I mean, per is like a bad game. Like
if they won the game, you would have gotten MVP.
Exactly. But it's just crazy. Like
Juwan Jennings.
It could have been Juwan Jennings.
He came up big. I mean, he threw and caught. Like he had a passing TD and a receiving TD in the same Super Bowl game. That's impressive.
Yeah, but who's the receiving the passing touchdown too?
CMC.
Yeah.
But honestly, it probably would have been Brock Purdy if they won.
That'd be stupid.
They would have given it to him. You know they would have. He let him down the field.
I think it would have depended on how they won the game.
Yeah, the narrative would have been he let him down the field.
Yeah, but if CMC scored on that last drive, like,
well, say they stopped Kansas City on that final drive, right?
Yeah,
like where KC scores. Say they stop Kansas City on that final drive and they win. Brock Purdy's not getting MVP on that. That's CMC.
I think he still is.
Or the kicker.
Right. Now, no. Never going to be a kicker for MVP.
I know, but I would have given it to him.
Now, say they drove down and it was a touchdown for San Fran that one. I could see them giving it to him. But I think 160 yards and a receiving touchdown from CMC is going to be your MVP. Like on that game, just assuming that like that final play doesn't happen, it's CMC's trophy.
I mean, you can argue in 2016, James White had one of the best Super Bowls for a running back, and he didn't get MVP. It was Tom Brady.
Yeah, but
in 2016,
yeah, James White had like fucking 4 touchdowns, like 14 catches.
He didn't have 4 touchdowns. I think he broke the record for catches.
He had 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, but also
I don't think he had 3 touchdowns.
Brock Purdy's not Tom Brady. It's a lot easier to understand Tom Brady winning MVP over his running back versus Brock Purdy winning over CMC.
Yeah.
I still think it'd be Brock Purdy.
But still, in that game, you had Tom Brady. They were down 28-3, and Tom Brady led them down the field. Had the longest drive in Super Bowl history at like 92 yards or something like that.
It's one of those things where I get why somebody else could have won it, but it's Tom Brady at the same time. Whereas this is Brock Purdy, like Mr. Irrelevant or CMC.
You're right. He had 3 touchdowns. He had 2 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown with 14 catches.
You can't tell me that's not MVP fucking type of game.
If it's any other quarterback in that game, same result. Quarterback's not winning the MVP, but because it was Tom Brady,
you're not winning that game if it's any other quarterback.
No, that's what I said. If it's any other quarterback, same result. Like you substitute Tom for a different quarterback, and who's going to get that award? It's not going to the quarterback. You know what I mean? It's just because it's Tom Brady.
Pure stats alone.
Tom Brady had 466 yards passing. He broke the record for most passing yards in a game.
He also threw a pick 6.
Yeah, that's true. He had the most completions, most attempts, most passing yards in a touchdown. In a Super Bowl. Until he broke that record the next Super Bowl against the Eagles with 502 or something like that.
Yeah.
Just to bring it back to Patrick Mahomes, one thing that I did like that he said after the game, they asked him, how does it feel to be in the same breath as Tom Brady? Do you feel yourself like being compared to Tom Brady, creeping up on him? And he goes, don't quote me here, but he said something along the lines of, Tom Brady beat me in the Super Bowl already, and he beat me in the AFC Championship game to prevent us from going to the Super Bowl. So I really can't compare myself to the guy that's beaten me twice in the playoffs.
Nice.
Yeah, I respect that.
Solid.
He's being humble.
Humble guy.
He's humbling himself.
Yeah.
Do I think in the back of his mind he believes that it's him or will be him? Yeah. But I don't think that's something he can come out publicly and say right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna have to have a game like Tom Brady did in 2016 at Super Bowl 51.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how.
He's also not like arrogant like a LeBron who like will walk around saying I'm the greatest. And it's like, bro, like Jordan's still alive. You know what I mean? Like Bill Russell's still there. It's like LeBron's like cocky, like Patrick Mahomes is like, I know when it's a good time to not say something dumb like that. Like
that's the thing. If you're the best, sorry, John. If you're the best, you don't have to tell people you're the best. They say it for you.
Facts.
If he three-peats, I don't know, man.
True.
I think he can.
It's gonna be him and Tom.
Yeah. No. I think when his career's said and done, I think that'll be a real like conversation and debate, like who is better. But until then, the best he can do is be number 2.
For now.
Yeah, for me, I still think Peyton Manning is a better quarterback. I still put Peyton Manning at number 2, even though Patrick Mahomes has more Super Bowls. Just because, Mahomes is more flashy, but Peyton Manning was more methodical. He knew the game. He knew where to go. He called his own plays. He ran the offense. Like, that was his offense. Patrick Mahomes, maybe in a few years, if he if he learns the game, if as he gets older, if he doesn't have to rely on his legs a little bit more and more in the pocket, calling the plays and being more methodical, then
Yes, asking him
if
to
he wins
change
another
plays.
one, then obviously he's better than Peyton Manning. But I would like to see him. I would like to see him be a little bit more strategic when it comes to like offensive play calling and audibles and stuff like that.
You're asking him to be a different player than what he is.
Well, no. So he's
Like,
young enough. He's young enough to be able to do the things that he can do. Give him wait till he's 30, 32. He's not going to be able to rely on his legs anymore in some of the crazy things that he's been doing on the field. It's like Russell Wilson. He's kind of fallen off with scrambling. He used to be a big time scrambling quarterback. He used to be able to bootleg out of the pocket and run if he had nothing going for him. But now that his legs are kind of falling off, he's not running as fast. He's got to be more methodical with where he places the ball.
You don't do that no more.
Does that make sense?
I get what you're saying. I'm just saying you're asking what you want out of him now is something that he doesn't need to be.
I don't want that from him now. I'm saying like in the progression of his career, like I would like to see that like from him. Like when Tom Brady was young, he wasn't that guy. He wasn't audibling. He wasn't calling his own plays. He wasn't. First 3 Super Bowls, Tom Brady was not doing that. Then 2015, 2016, 2017, he started understanding the game more. Why you give me that look?
Go ahead, no, continue. I'm just
he started understanding the game more. He basically ran that offense.
Might be
and
a
he
little
became
late in
that
the
guy.
timeline, but yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Don't agree with this timeline.
Whatever. 10 years down the line, whatever. 10 years down the line after he took over.
So, I don't know. I'd say like as early as like 2007.
Yeah, that's kind of the original timeline that I had. If you're saying that the timeline is, I don't know where you're getting. The original timeline that I had was like 4 or 5 years down the line, 6 years down the line. Wes Welker, Randy Moss, and that was pretty much his offense. Like he dictated the plays. He would audible the plays. Oh shit. Randy's got this guy one-on-one. I'm throwing a bomb to him.
Yeah, but you said 2014, so that's why we were like,
oh,
yeah,
well, that's kind of late.
Oh, no.
You put him
I
11 years
in
his career. You're like, yeah.
I'm sorry. I meant after 2004. After 2004, after the first 3 Super Bowls, probably around 2007, 2008, he really came into his own, understanding and dictating the offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see that with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I'll
then
take that.
Crack the code in 2014.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'll take that timeline over the original. It was the first 3 Super Bowls, and he came into his own in 2014.
Yeah.
You mean he didn't come into his
37 years old.
He didn't come into his own until after that whole undefeated season that ended fucking the way it did.
Barely.
Randy Moss, he wasn't himself with Randy Moss. It was a couple years after that.
Yeah, literally.
Jesus.
Super Bowl. Any last hot takes on the Super Bowl?
Nope. Fuck the Chiefs.
Fuck the Chiefs.
Fuck the Chiefs.
Don't be surprised if they win again.
I don't know. I think Cincinnati might a healthy Cincinnati might give them problems.
I don't know what the team's gonna look like come next season. So I'm not even gonna try to think about who could do what.
T. Higgins is gonna be gone anyway.
I don't think it matters.
It should.
Joe Burrow is great. That offense is great. If they get an offensive line, they'll be really good.
They spent a lot of money on that offensive line after
That's
they
true.
won the Super Bowl.
and it would happen to, I guess, maybe get a better offensive line coach.
Yeah.
You know, we saw how much of a difference that made for the Patriots. Dante Scarnecchia retired. The offensive line sucked, and he's like, you know what? I'll come back. I'll come back. They're not that bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Made
So,
Trent Brown into a All-Pro.
Yep. Then he left, got paid, came back, hated it. Now he's leaving.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. What else we got on the docket tonight, fellas? Great.
Fucking Bill Belichick not getting a goddamn job. That's hilarious. We can laugh at that.
That's true. Rumor was that I heard a couple of different rumors. One, that the teams that he interviewed with, he wanted like full control, like he had with the Patriots, and they were not comfortable with him having full control.
Yeah, because they watched what just happened with the Patriots, and they're like, "Fuck you, bro. We're not doing that again." Like,
yeah.
True.
Like, the fuck are you talking about? We've been trying to say this has been the problem in that organization for years, and nobody's listened. You think you're gonna come here and do that with our fucking organization? No.
To be fair, and mind you, I wanted him gone. He destroyed the team. But in 2001, he won Executive of the Year.
Bro, that was 23 years ago.
No, 2021, sorry. 2021, he won the Executive of the Year.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
You gotta get these dates under control, man.
Why would he do that? Those are all Bill Parcells guys.
Yeah,
he's like, look, Tom didn't become a good quote. Tom didn't become Tom until 13 years into his career. Bill was an Executive of the Year 22 years ago, guys. I mean, look at the facts.
Hot Take City.
Jesus.
Yeah. In 2021, he won Executive of the Year.
Good for him.
After he drafted Mac Jones. So he did something right that year, and then everything just kind of imploded.
Classic.
Yeah, he realized, like, oh, I don't have Tom, like, for real.
Yeah.
He's like, Tom's not hurt, and he's not, like, suspended for 4 games for deflating football. It's like, he's just not on this team. Like,
man's gone.
Yeah, like, maybe everyone was right.
So another thing that I heard through the Twitter sphere,
X.
I think it was Peter King.
Sure.
He said that Bill Belichick did 2 interviews with the Falcons, but he wasn't impressed by their staff and everything that was going on. So he decided to wait. Bill Belichick decided to wait a year, take a year off, and come back next year where more coaching opportunities pop up, like the Eagles or the Cowboys, if those do come available.
Yep.
Cool. So he's just gonna be chilling at home, clapping cheeks next season. Good for him.
He's gonna be doing TV.
Yeah, he'll probably do. I mean, he'll be terrible at it, but still.
Nah, he'll be nice, bro. Remember when he did the NFL Top 100?
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
He was
always
pretty good on that.
Kinda. It's weird looking at him like that, not being a grouch.
He's a very likable guy.
Sure.
says everyone that's ever played for him or coached with him. They're like, oh yeah, great guy, very likable,
super funny.
It's easy to like. Hey, some of the best coworkers are the ones that don't fucking talk. So I get it. It's easy to like somebody who doesn't say much.
Exactly.
Tom Brady is actually he's going to be officially going into the booth next year.
Yeah.
Good. Can't wait.
Poor Greg Olsen.
Yeah, I know, right? He's losing his job immediately.
Good. Just a hater of Greg Olsen.
Not a hater. I just would rather listen to Tom.
Right?
But what if Tom is bad?
Fucking
he's bad.
He's the GOAT, man. Did you see the Duncan commercial? He can act. He can do everything, man.
He can.
He's Tom.
From what I've read, I guess he's been prepping like this entire year, doing like mock games and stuff like that. He's been studying. He's been actually like he's been putting everything into the broadcasting role and prepping for it like he would like a regular NFL game.
Good.
NFL season. So I think he might actually do pretty well with it.
Yeah.
Better than Tony Romo.
Yeah, nobody likes Tony Romo anymore. I don't understand that. Everybody's shitting on him.
I don't have a problem with Tony. I fucks with Tony. I like him more now than I did when he was playing.
I'm so into the game. I don't even hear the broadcast.
Yeah. I hear it, but like I don't.
It's just noise. That's all it is to me.
Yeah.
You know, I see fucking people going off on the fucking internet, you know, this morning, and I'm like, y'all pay that much attention to what the fuck he's saying? Like, holy shit, guys.
I mean, his job is to talk to the people listening. So, yeah.
Well, no, I get that, but it's like damn, watch the game.
It's funny. I remember when he first started broadcasting, and like he was so good. He was calling the plays like before
the
play happened. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes he does that. But like people were almost annoyed with him with how good he was because he was that good of a quarterback that he was calling. He was like, oh, they're lined up in this offensive scheme, so they're gonna throw the ball right over here, and sure as shit happened, and people were like, what the fuck, Tony?
I was fine with it. I thought it made it interesting. Oh, wow.
I tuned it out like John does.
Yeah, I mean, I just watch the game, but I hear the shit. Like I'm not like listening to it, but I hear it all.
It's not just you know their broadcast; it's all of them. You know, Al Michaels, friggin' Chris Collinsworth. Only thing I hear Chris Collinsworth say now is, "Now here's a guy." That's the only thing I hear him fucking say.
See, I'm not gonna say nothing about Chris Collinsworth because every year, the first time I hear his voice on a game, I remember how much like I missed football season. There's something about hearing his voice that I'm like, all right, it's football season. And it brings me joy. Like I just associate that voice with Sunday. Hey, it's football. Let's go.
NBC is gonna get Al Michaels back.
No, bro. I'm a big fan of Mike Tirico.
Are you?
Yeah. I think he does an excellent job.
I like Al Michaels. Al Michaels is the man.
He's on Prime now. Let him do his thing.
I guess he just doesn't have any, like I don't like the guy with him.
You don't like Kurt Herbstreit?
No, and plus he got all the Thursday games, which they all sucked.
Yeah, hilarious.
Yeah. It's just a waste of his time. He should be calling the big games.
It's the money, bro. He's getting paper.
Yeah.
He getting paper to do them Thursday night prime games. Talking about.
It's funny. The other day I was going through some old boxing videos. Right, I was looking up Marvin Hagler's old highlights when he fought Sugar Ray, and I'm listening to the broadcast, and it's 1986, and it's fucking Al Michaels calling the fight, and I'm like, oh shit, Al Michaels, let's go.
Nice. Been doing it for a while,
right?
We're really old, guys.
That man has never eaten a vegetable.
I don't believe that.
That's what he says. He's never eaten a vegetable.
I feel like that's just like a running joke. Like it was something he probably, like he said forever ago, and it just like stayed.
He did an interview recently where he's like, I have never willingly eaten a vegetable.
Yeah. You're not like disputing my point though. Like if you have like a running thing that you like say consistently, if you do an interview, you're gonna say that.
Yeah, that's true.
The fuck? It would defeat the entire purpose of every like every time he's on a national broadcast, like doing a game, he like there's a joke about him not eating a vegetable, and then he goes and does like some interview, and he's like, "Yeah, I eat salad all the fucking time," because then he
That would be
can't turn
funny.
around next week and say like, "Oh, I've never eaten a vegetable."
That'd be
That
funny
would
though.
be funny. That would be funny.
You can't do that though. Like, kill the joke.
Just gotta let everybody know, guys. I love carrots.
Yeah,
Gotta
I fucking
dispute
love them.
I'm actually a
Just-
vegetarian. Like,
Or what was it? I think it's Jim Nance. Because he goes out to breakfast so often, he keeps a picture of like toast in his pocket so that he can hand it to the waitress and be like, "I want my toast to look exactly like this."
that's fucking stupid.
That's ignorant as
Yeah,
fuck.
it's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's not cool. I'd
Yeah,
be so
no.
mad if I was a fucking wait staff. I'd be like, dude, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. You want your toast looking like that? You make it your fucking self, you fucking asshole.
Yeah. The fuck?
Not cool. Not fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, who cares that much about the toast?
Apparently,
of the
fucking
breakfast?
him. But
Yeah, I know.
if somebody did that shit to me, I would pull out my phone, Google fucking $1,000, turn the picture and say, "See this? This is how I like my fucking tip to be, asshole." Like, what? That's so fucking rude. That's so ignorant. I like that man less now. Thank you.
Sorry.
Dude, that's so shitty.
I still like him. I think it's
You
funny.
just hope it's not true.
No, because as far as I know, it's true. It's as true as Al Michaels never eating a vegetable. Okay? I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but that's where it lives now, in that same fucking realm. Jim Nance is a douchebag about toast. Al Michaels has never fucking eaten a vegetable. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Celebrities, do they know things? What do they know? Let's find
Let's
out.
find out.
I googled it. It's true. He keeps a picture of burnt toast in his pocket because he's very particular about his toast.
Oh, what an asshole.
You really wanted me to hate him, don't you? Because like I was fine with it living in the like realm of like maybe, and then you're like, no, I just looked it up and confirmed it.
The story was like 10 years ago, so maybe he's grown with his toast.
That's so stupid.
I don't know. But that's it for the NFL season. It sucks.
Yep. Now we gotta stick to basketball and baseball.
Yeah.
All-Star Weekend's coming up.
Oh, that's the worst, Joe.
No, it's not.
All those events are ass.
Hey, JB's in the dunk contest, so I'm down for it.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do?
He's the first like star to do it in a while.
Yo, Jalen can fucking fly, bro.
I want to see him throw it off the backboard, have it bounce off his face, back to the backboard, then back to him to throw it down.
Okay.
That's what I'd like to see.
I'll tell him to get right on that.
You know how impressive that would be?
Sure. Would you give it a 10?
You back to popping yourself?
That would be cool.
Just have it bash off your face.
Wemby's doing the skills competition too.
Fucking stupid.
That's gonna look weird.
It is gonna look weird.
Looks weird every year since they started using bigs and that shit.
I know.
I mean, I am happy about All-Star Game back to East and West. I like that, like they're not doing the target score anymore. I'm cool with that. But every quarter is still gonna count, like is depending on who wins, for money to get donated to the charity, which I think is awesome. So it still adds a little bit of that competitive edge, at least in like the final minute or two of each quarter.
Yeah. Once they started getting paid like serious dollars, it's like, We're not going to play D. We're not going to go all out. You know, at least charity gives it a little bit of a spice.
Right. Like whoever's team, whichever conference's team wins, like if East win, like it's 45-40 East in the first quarter, boom, East charity gets whatever the dollar amount is that they're donating. So I like that.
Sorry, I was to say that's why I miss Kobe so much playing, because he'd be in the All-Star game and everyone would be like, dude, we're just fucking around. He goes, no. I'm D'ing you up. You're not scoring. You know?
Yeah, it's just a different era of basketball. We talked about that already before, though.
Yeah.
Like, it was just different.
Yeah, I miss that. I miss the the competitiveness to it, and the what's the word I'm looking for? I forget. We'll move on.
Awesome.
The pride, the pride of like being that guy, not the guy that's shooting 23s, or who can do the best oop off the backboard or whatever to themselves. It's I'm gonna D this guy up. I'm gonna D the best in the world up. I'm gonna shut him down in the All-Star game. I'm gonna drop 35.
It's got to be a balance. There's got to be some element of like flash and like glamour to it to make it entertaining, but yeah, at the same time, it's got to be like competitive.
Yeah, but like you're the best. You're all supposed to be the best in the world this season. Regardless of like D'ing up or not D'ing up, like you guys should be putting on a show. I guess maybe we're too old. We're old heads to where we appreciate good defense.
I just said it's about balance.
Yeah, I know, but you said like the whole thing is like flash now,
Right. I know. I agree. What I'm saying is there needs to be balance. I'm saying like that's a change that needs to happen. Is there needs to be balance. Like there needs to be that element of like flashiness. Because like you think about it, you're not gonna see like Jason Tatum. No, I'm not gonna use Jason Tatum. You're like, when's the next time you're gonna see Steph Curry throw an alley-oop to Kawhi Leonard off the glass? You know what I mean? Like Sunday night, like All-Star Sunday night is the only time you're going to see that. So there has to be that like level of like flair. But at the same time, I would love to see it be competitive. Like I would like it if it was like, hey, the first half, guys, like we're going to have fun. We're just going to like be flashy, go at it. You know what I'm saying? Like just have a good time, put on a show for the fans. But come like after halftime happens, like it's a game now.
Yeah.
Like we balling hard second half.
But
that way, like
the flash ain't even really there anymore for the NBA, because their idea of the flash is let me get 2 feet beyond half court and chuck it up. And then, all right, I'm going to come around and do the same thing. Oh, we're going to go back and forth and do that. Like that fucking year that Jason Tatum won All-Star MVP when he had like 50 points. There was a sequence when it was just
last year.
Whatever it was, I don't remember.
Last year.
Okay, but there was like a sequence in the game, and it was just back and forth shooting threes like immediately as you step over half court. And it's like,
okay,
this is unwatchable. This is bullshit.
To be fair, at that point in time in the game, it was Jaylen Brown on Jason Tatum.
I don't
yeah, and I fucked with that, because when are you gonna see, like, if you're a Celtics fan, when are you gonna see Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum playing, like, going 1-on-1 against each other? That's exciting.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
when one of them leaves,
not happening.
but
like that
eventually.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you do that stuff in the first half, second half, you come out ball hard, like it's a fucking game. And that's like something you talk about at halftime. Like, all right, guys, like pre-game, you talk about, like, yo, let's go out, let's put on a fucking show for all the fans, everybody watching at home. Boom. Halftime comes, y'all go back in the locker room, like, all right, guys, so like this is the plan. Second half, like this is our strategy, like this is how we're gonna move, like here's some like plays that we're gonna run, and go out there and ball hard. That would be perfect.
You want to know what else is like the biggest fucking joke about this year's All-Star game?
What's that?
Like 2 games into Doc's fucking him being on the Bucks. They're
Yeah.
like, all right, he's the coach, guys.
He's a coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the head coach of the Eastons.
Did no one else want to do it?
Isn't
No,
that
he's
funny?
he's the next up. So at the
What does that
time,
mean? He was
No.
he
so it goes by the record in the East. Like it goes by the record in the conference. Joe Mazzulla would be the first choice, but per NBA rules, a coach cannot be the All-Star coach back-to-back years. So it would go to the next highest ranked team, which at the time was the Bucks, or is the
dumb
Bucks.
rule.
So even though, yeah, I think it's stupid. I mean, I think it's stupid that like it went to Doc, like you said, 4 games in. But I get how it happened. I just think it should have been like, look, Doc just became the coach. Like, let's go to like whoever's in third place.
Yeah. Or bring
But-
in the guy they fired, Adrian Griffin,
Yeah.
and have him be the coach.
Yeah. Hey man, you were the coach for most of this record, so
He
get in
he
the
should
game.
step down regardless. Like that's
That'd be
stupid.
hilarious.
I don't think like it's kind of one of those like you don't have much of a choice.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I think
Yeah.
that's probably like the biggest like flub of All-Star weekend going like so far. Like I think it's stupid. I get it, but it's stupid.
Yeah. We've got some NBA stories that are new. Draymond Green coming back and still being an asshole.
He sucks.
Nobody
piece of
cares
shit.
about that.
Yeah. He's just,
He's
Well, that
a
whole
bum.
Golden State team is a mess right now. I mean, Kuminga is coming into his own.
yep. That's the whole take right there. Golden State's a mess. Kuminga's coming into his own. He's doing solid. The Warriors they ain't the Warriors. It is what it is. Clay is trash. Draymond sucks dick. Kevon Looney is like the biggest waste of a big man.
Yep.
They ain't shit. Like the team ain't shit. It is what it is.
Yeah, CP's hurt.
He is.
Wiggins isn't doing much.
Yeah, Wiggins is lost.
Yeah, he's been lost since his hiatus last year.
Yeah, they're like, I almost don't want to give them the time of day because it's like just because they were great for so long, like they ain't like it's like you can only talk about the Patriots being trash for so long after Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Like
Yeah,
just falling apart. Like it's just they're not the Warriors that they were. They're not that dynastic Warriors team. They're just another team in the NBA.
They beat the Suns the other day. And yeah, Draymond talking shit to
The Suns are a fucking mess too.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Me, because KD's on the team.
He's kind of taking a step back. I got my fantasy team, and he's all right. He's all right this year, but he's not KD. You know, he's not top 2 players in the league like he's been, you know, for the last 10 years.
Yeah, he's too busy getting in his feelings on the court.
He's stroking D-Book's ego.
Not even that,
Yeah.
dude. If you watch the games, like he gets like he just like checks out. No, I'm saying like he just like checks out at a certain point.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
like
he should
me
be
back in like 2010 playing ball. Like if you don't pass it to me within like 5 drives in a row, like yeah, I just check out. That's KD now.
Yeah.
He's like, word, go do your thing, whatever.
He
Bradley Beal's trash.
Bradley, that's a surprise to me. Is Bradley Beal just sucking? Averaging 30 on the Wizards, and now he's like, I'll make 18.
And his best game of the year came when he went back to Washington and played. Like,
yeah, just not even trying.
He doesn't know what to do on a
No.
good team.
No,
He's like, oh, I can't just do whatever I want.
exactly. I can't put up like 20 shots a game. Well, this is weird.
You know who that team needs is Chris Paul. They need a point guard that can pass the ball and set up everybody.
Yeah,
Run the floor. You got 3 scorers on the team and no one to run the floor.
Right.
It's crazy.
And Nurkic, he's pretty good.
Nurkic, yeah.
He don't get the ball at all.
No. Only for putbacks.
Right.
I never take him for the points. Even though he averages like 10 points a game, never. If he's not getting those putbacks, he's not scoring.
No.
No. Yeah, that team's a mess. Maybe they'll get it together by the end of the season. I don't know. They could be one of those teams that like, sucks the whole year, and then by the end of the year they're like, oh, let's kick it into gear, and we'll get like the number 3 seed, and then they'll actually put it together in the playoffs.
Yeah, aren't they in the hunt?
Sure.
Oh, that would be bad. That'd be real bad.
Why would it be bad?
Them being in the hunt?
Just
Yeah,
in the
they're
hunt.
the 5 seed. They're the 5
Okay.
seed.
That's
Okay.
not in the hunt.
In the hunt's like the 8 or 9 seed.
Okay.
No, technically in the hunt now would be like the 11 or 12 seed.
No, they're only 5.5 back of first place. That's wild.
Yeah. The West is kind of like an open
Actually,
field right now.
the 8th seed is 6.5 back of first place.
Mm-hmm.
Is Minnesota still number 1?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, they're back in it?
Yeah.
That's a
Half game.
surprise.
Half game lead over the Clippers and OKC.
Yeah.
And Denver.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
They turned it on this year.
Yeah, and then it's Phoenix.
We'll see if they can maintain it. Anthony Edwards is becoming that guy.
I think the thing with Minnesota is everybody knows their role on that team.
Yeah.
They all know what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. I got Mike Conley on my fantasy team, and he gets like 7, 8 assists a game. Should be pretty easy for him with Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns.
We've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
He knows.
He knows. He's a solid point guard.
Yeah.
Not too many of those anymore.
It's becoming a scoring position,
All right, guys. I've been holding on to this for quite a while, not to transition out of basketball.
Do it.
I did something. I started doing something that for a very long time, and particularly on this podcast, I said I wouldn't do.
Dude, that's gross.
And the thing that I did was started watching The Office. Like from the beginning. So like fuck having to pay for Peacock and all that shit. The benefit of having cable is that Comedy Central plays The Office all the fucking time. And so I set the DVR when the pilot episode aired, and I just said record every episode at every time, and they just play it in order. So over the course of like a week and a half, I recorded every episode of The Office.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Every episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I am halfway through season 3.
Okay.
Nice. That's a good season.
Yeah. That is a good season.
John, you know how you don't like Sheldon in The Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel about Michael Scott.
What?
I don't like him.
What?
Wow. That's a hot take.
How do you not like Michael Scott?
He frustrates me.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's his character. I mean, he's cringeworthy.
As is Sheldon Cooper.
Different kind of cringe.
Cringe is cringe, my friend. Regardless, like that's how I feel about him. He has his moments where I laugh, but there's a lot of him that I just don't like. Season 3.
You like everybody else.
I enjoy most of the characters. I like Jim. I like Pam. I like Dwight. I find Phyllis to be amazing.
Okay.
Stanley, great, perfect.
Stanley's the man.
Toby, I'm indifferent towards. Who am I forgetting? Kevin. I enjoy him.
Kevin's awesome. The relationship with Toby and Michael Scott is awesome.
Yeah, I'm a big
He just
fan.
hates him.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Andy can fuck off.
You don't
Andy
like
can
Andy
fuck off.
Bernard?
Nope, can't stand him.
I don't like him either.
Cannot stand him. And I love Ed Helms.
He
Okay.
gets better.
Bye, Steve. There we go.
He gets better.
Nope. Andy can fuck off.
Andy can fuck off.
Yeah. Who am I forgetting?
Gabe. Did you get that far yet? Nah, you didn't get to Gabe.
No,
yet.
he doesn't know who Gabe is.
Yeah. Gabe can fuck off.
Gabe can fuck off.
What's his name? The intern? Ryan?
Yeah.
I'm indifferent.
Ryan's a bitch.
Angela?
They had a lot. Good.
Angela? I kind of fuck with her. Kind of can't stand her.
She gets better as the seasons go on.
Yeah. I mean, I like her, but I don't at the same time. It's weird.
Daryl?
That was the shit.
Yeah, I enjoy him. There's a lot of stuff. I don't know. There's some like it's funny, but it's also not funny sometimes. It just.
Did you go to the dinner party episode?
I am on. Dwight just came back
from Staples.
Yes. Yeah, like right before we started recording, Dwight came back from Staples. And I will say, the moment with him and Michael in Staples was a moment I was not anticipating.
Hug it out, bitch.
That was a fucking moment.
I think season 4 and 5 will grow on you. I think you'll enjoy those seasons.
I don't have an issue with the show. See, the thing is, and I've said this before, you can't forget. Like, keep in mind, years ago when this show was like on television, I did watch it for a period of time. I enjoy, like, I did like it at one point in time. I just quickly got like over it.
Okay.
And was like grew sick of it very quickly. This time I'm trying to give it like a better chance. It's funny. It's funny.
People binge it. They watch it nonstop.
I'm aware. Trust me.
I can't do it anymore. I watched it enough and I was like, all right, I'm done with the show.
Well, I've been single for a little while now. Like, I know people like the show. It's in like 90% of dating profiles.
Is it?
Yes. I'm looking for the gym to my Pam. My favorite shows are The Office. I could just binge watch it every day for the rest of my life. If you don't like The Office, then it's not gonna work. I hope you're okay with talking in office quotes, because that's all I do. Yeah, it's everywhere.
Dink and Flicka.
Basic.
But I thought you'd appreciate that. I'm
making
an effort.
I say Dink and Flicka and you get nothing out of you guys.
Nope.
No, you don't even remember it. Probably.
No.
Sorry, guys. It's when Michael Scott goes to Daryl to teach him slang, and Daryl creates like this ridiculous slang for him, and one of the words is Dink and Flicka. So Michael just goes up to him like, Dink and Flicka.
I can tell you there's not a lot that I remember like episode to episode.
But you're going to have to start like taking notes.
No, like a lot of it's just like, there's plenty of stuff that's just like not memorable to me.
Okay.
It's just like, oh, it was funny at the moment, but I'm not going to like store that one away for later.
Well,
I'm sorry.
For the ladies, you'll have to start taking notes, not for us.
Nope. No. No, I won't. If you notice, I'm still single. There's a reason, like there's many reasons, but one of them may be that it's not the kind of person I'm looking for.
Maybe you can add that to your profile as if you like The Office. Do not.
Probably just swipe
masturbate.
left. Yeah, just
Swipe left,
fucking
yeah.
swipe left. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
if like 90% of your quotes that you say are from one television show and that's The Office, it's a no for me. I quote things from all different movies and television shows. It's way different.
What's next on the docket, though?
Wow, I mean, he's just over it. He said, "Great, you watch The Office, like I'm done."
You're not crazy about it. All right, cool.
I haven't watched in a long time. I'm also indifferent. Like, I like The Office, but I'm not like the biggest Office fan.
You were pretty hardcore on like going against me when I said I wasn't a fan.
I'm a fan of The Office. I like The Office. I'm just not like the biggest person. I like Parks and Rec better.
No.
I think Parks and Rec is the superior show.
Nah, I couldn't finish Parks and Rec.
I think
Never watched it. Never.
Not like crazy about what's her name? Fucking
Amy Poehler?
Amy. Yeah. She just doesn't do it for me.
It's the opposite of The Office. So in The Office, like
I know. Just, she just don't do it for me.
He's like, listen, John, you don't understand the concept of the show. If you just understood that, then you'd like it.
I've watched
No.
enough episodes to know.
No.
Yeah, it just didn't appeal to me.
Nick Offerman's character is probably the best.
Well, him and Andy Dwyer.
Is that Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
Yeah, see. If you got to specify who the character is after you said the character's name and then tell us who the actor is, it's not a good look.
He said Nick Offerman's character is probably the best character. And then I said Andy Dwyer is also a good character. And then I had to specify his name because he didn't know who Ron Swanson was either.
Ron Swanson, that's his name, yeah. Like when you say it, I know. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's Nick Offerman.
Right, but when you say Chris Pratt's character's name, you didn't know.
No, I had a feeling his name was Andy. He fucking was dating.
But if I say Dwight Schrute,
well, yeah, come on now. Come on.
He has you just say you haven't really watched. You haven't watched the show, Joe, and John's watched a couple of episodes and wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, I said it didn't appeal to me.
Yeah, so why would you guys know the characters' names?
He's actually watched the show.
How long ago did you watch the show?
Many years ago. When it was still on Netflix.
That was probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
The
main character is what, Leslie Knope?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah. There's one episode where she's got the flu and Chris Pratt is he's the secretary, and she comes out of her office like running to I think she's going to the hospital, and he looks at her and goes, Leslie, I looked up your symptoms in the computer here, and it says you've got network connectivity problems. The fucking joke. It gets me every time.
That's funny.
Gets me every time. I guess that was improv. He improv that. I guess he improv like most of his lines in the show.
That's how those shows go.
I watched like a panel of the characters. They did like a reading, and the main writer and producer of the show is the same one as The Office, and he was like, he said during that episode that he was so mad at Chris Pratt because it was the best joke that he's never written. He said it was the best joke on any of his shows, and he never even wrote it. It was just improv from Chris Pratt.
That's sick.
Nice.
Amazing.
Incredible.
And now look at him. He's Star-Lord. He's fucking...
He's Super Mario.
fucking with dinosaurs. He's in the
Yep.
military.
He's somebody else now too.
He does it all.
Yeah.
Fuck. He's voicing another character now too.
He was the brother in Onward.
Yep.
Yeah. He's Emmett.
Emmett, yep.
In Lego. Yeah, the Lego movie.
Yeah. Fantastic.
He's Mario
Gotta be.
Mario.
Hmm?
He's Mario Mario.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I caught that.
You get the reference?
Yeah. John, no.
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 I'm glad you got it.
Mario.
Yep.
In the original Super Mario Brothers, the Mario, his first name was Mario, his last name was Mario, and then Luigi was Luigi Mario.
Yeah. Mario Brothers. Mario is the last name.
Yeah. His name is Mario Mario.
Yeah. That's like a fact.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, okay. Think about it like this. Your last name is Sheridan. If you had a brother and you guys started a plumbing company, it'd be the Sheridan Brothers. Your first name is John.
Logically, but Mario doesn't think logically.
What does Mario think?
He's just like, hey, this is my
Illogical.
company and my bro. Mario and bro.
It's not Mario and Bros, though. Mario
he
and
takes
Brothers.
He just knows that he's going to fix some pipes and he fucking hates turtles.
You guys see that YouTube video with the fucking guy? And he does all these types of fucking videos. It was like way back before fucking like, TikTok, anything like that. Even Instagram. He's a YouTube guy. He's the hot damn I rock guy, McLovin. You remember that dude? And he did this whole fucking video where he's like Mario and Luigi, and they like battle each other. Not like battle, like they're like about to kill each other. And he's like, I'm a plumber. I plumb shit, okay? He's like, I ain't going no save no Princess Peach. Fuck that bitch.
I do love that guy. I love the hot damn I rock guy, but I have never seen that video.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's got the video where he talks about bringing the girl on
bitches.
The bottom bitch one was great, but the video where he talks about going on a date where he only has like 30
crab legs.
The crab legs.
She's eating all the crab legs. And you got a mountain of crab.
I had a water with lemon while you ate a mountain of crab legs.
Yeah.
You are not leaving that. Because you are not leaving my mother's basement unfucked.
Yeah. I just don't know you like that. Oh, you know me when you was eating $30 worth of snow crab legs. You knew me then, right?
That guy's the man.
Yeah.
Let's have him on the pod. Let's track him down.
That'd be sick.
Wonder if he's still doing videos.
I don't know. He kind of fell off a little while ago.
Track him down.
Right? Could you imagine? He's like, dude, I've been waiting. I've been waiting to get on the pod.
Been killing it.
Right?
I'm one of your 12 subscribers.
He had a bunch for a while. He's still doing it.
No.
Nice.
Great. Hit him up.
That's dope.
He's still doing it.
We can get Jeff Goldblum next.
Right?
Yeah. He's lining up to join a 12 subscriber podcast.
Yeah. Ask him what he thinks about dinosaurs and shit.
Oh my god.
All right, boys. I think it's time to wrap this boy up. I gotta get back to the baby.
And see, if you had wrapped your boy up, you wouldn't have a baby to get back to.
Oh.
You got me so good.
Oh.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Right,
hopefully, hopefully we don't leave our 12 subscribers waiting a whole month for more episodes.
It's true.
Yeah, I bad. But seriously, fuck off for getting on our asses. We got shit going on.
Yeah.
Not you,
Yeah,
but
man.
like the 12 subscribers.
Yeah.
I'm like
We
5
saw
of
the
them, so,
comments. We saw them.
we deleted them, so don't go looking for them.
We saw the likes.
We thought about what your
Likes.
comments might say. We pretended that we got DMs freaking out about where's the episodes.
But
We
seriously,
know.
comment and like.
And subscribe.
And subscribe. Tell your friends.
Tell,
And share.
tell somebody.
Share it to
Please.
everybody. Share it to your
Yep.
grandma.
Yeah.
Right? All right,
But-
boys. All right, bros.
Bros, boys. Boys, bros.
Bros.
Boys, bros.
Boys, bros.
Yeah.
It's been real.
It's been
We be
fun.
out here.
Woogity, woogity.
Until next time, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Cheers.
Cheers.